got milk?
MSC, your hockey connection.
A huge win against Minnesota. St. Cloud State is looking to use their momentum to cut down another giant in the WCHA. Winding the season down, the Huskies meet up with conference champion Colorado College. Stay tuned to check out the final regular season series for the Huskies as they go toe-to-toe with the Tigers. Husky hockey is next. From the National Hockey Center on the campus of St. Cloud State University, tonight it's a big series between the #1 team in the nation, the Colorado College Tigers, and the St. Cloud State Huskies. Hello again, everybody. It's Jeff Hanson along with Todd Karich. And Todd, this one's going to be a big one for both teams. This is the final regular season series for both teams.
Yeah, what it means for Colorado College is seedings. They want to get the #1 seed in their region for the NCAA tourney. They want to get some personnel ready to play for the playoffs. And St. Cloud State, they need a couple wins here, and they want to have a shot at getting to that Final Five in Milwaukee. So a very important series for both these two teams today.
St. Cloud is coming off a key win over the Gophers last Saturday night, and they're hoping to continue that momentum with some good goaltending from Brian Lietza.
Yeah, and that was very much a big key for St. Cloud State on Saturday night. They played very well. As we look at the keys here, what St. Cloud State's going to need to do is, like they said, they have to have strong goaltending from Brian Lietza. You can't give up the big rebounds. The defenseman got to clear the puck out of the way right away for him, or otherwise he's got to cover it up. They need to be very disciplined. No dumb penalties, and when they're on the power play, take advantage of it. And team cohesiveness, getting along on the bench. If a couple things don't go their way, the puck bounces the wrong way, they need to play really developed hockey. They can't let that get down, and they just have to keep on playing their style of game. And they do have to remember they're playing the #1 team in the country.
Yes, Colorado College has played outstanding the entire season. They're just going to continue what they've been doing all year.
Yeah, Colorado College doesn't really need to change a lot of things. They're a great team. They've only been beaten twice. They have a really big ice surface here, and they have a lot of team speed. Their top 3 lines are just incredible. They probably could be a #1 line on any other team in the WCHA. And they need to use that. They need to use that speed as a weapon. Take the crowd out early. St. Cloud State, we saw in that Gopher game last Saturday night, I think that had a big impact on the way the Huskies played. And if St. Cloud can get out early, it could be a problem for the Tigers. And they need to control the special teams. They have the #1 power play in the WCHA right now. And if they just continue that success rate, they're going to be successful, and they won't have a hard time with St. Cloud State.
St. Cloud's freshman center Matt Cullen has been playing well as of late. A goal and an assist last weekend against the Gophers on Saturday. He's 19th of all WCHA scorers.
Yeah, and he's having a really great freshman year. That's beyond us now. He's got to come ready to play tonight. It's a real big test. It's going to be, he played well last weekend against Minnesota, but now he's got to face the #1 team in the nation in Colorado College. So it'll be very interesting to see how Matt handles it, but if St. Cloud State's going to be successful, a large part is going to have to do with Matt Cullen and how he plays his game.
Freshman center Brian Swanson for Colorado College, the only freshman in the top 10 scorers in the WCHA.
Yeah, Brian Swanson's an excellent player too, and this is what's so scary about Colorado College. They have 4 seniors on this team that all are possible All-American candidates, and then they're really getting this younger core, and Brian Swanson, only freshman coming in, already putting up 38 points. It's a very impressive number, and he's a go-to guy, and he's on their 3rd line. That's what makes it so tough, and that's why this Colorado College team is so tough.
All right, well, the St. Cloud State Huskies hoping to wrap up the season with a bang. They'll do it with the first game of the weekend series, the final regular season series between Colorado College, when we come right back.
To discover the real difference between the world's 2 leading soft drinks, we're implementing an anthropological study. Chimp A will be allowed nothing but Coke. Chimp B, nothing but Pepsi. The results are astounding. The chimp that drank Coke showed improvement in motor skills. The chimp that drank Pepsi, however, disappeared.
Hello? It's him!
Menards has dozens of refreshing ideas for your bath, including a great selection of vanities and medicine cabinets from Omega. They feature beautiful wood styling. This vanity has a handy bottom drawer, now $175. Add more style with tubs and surrounds from Crane. Our entire in-stock selection is on sale. Tub surrounds start at $59, tubs $88. Check out the bath savings at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Well, there ain't no
Walmart. It's more than low prices, a lot more.
Just about set for the drop of the puck between Colorado College and St. Cloud State. Where tonight it's that first game of the weekend series, the final series of the regular season. And Jeff Hanson is here with Todd Karich. Todd, it should be a pretty good series.
Yeah, Coach Dahl's going to have a big game on his hands here. He's not sure what he's going to do. As you can see, he's getting his St. Cloud State Huskies ready to go. But his counterpart, Don Lucia, on the other side of the bench, also has a couple tricks up his sleeve. And they're the #1 team in the nation and in first place in the WCHA. So it'll be a very interesting battle. And I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot of coaching and a lot of playing. And it should make for a good series.
We're underway as St. Cloud takes control off the opening faceoff, but it's knocked away, and Colorado College now gains control back in their own zone as Gudmundsson sends it around the boards. Back on the near side out at center ice, Matt Cullen. Now Dave Paradise guns one as he steps across the blue line, and that one is steered away by Ryan Bach. There's a shot coming off the side of the net by one of the Colorado College players. Not sure what the idea was there, but they bring the puck back out, and the end of the zone they come as Gudmundsson is all tied up and knocked down by Bakari as Parrish and now Cullen clears the puck into the Tiger zone. The early going between Colorado College and St. Cloud. Elfring fires a shot across as he comes across the line. That one deflects. Right out front now, a shot, the stuff around. The save made by Litsa. And then the cover-up and play is brought to a stoppage as Colorado College threatens early.
Yeah, that was just some shaky play on the part of the St. Cloud State defensemen. They got trapped behind the net, and they really just kind of panicked with the puck. And as you can see, I think they might have hit the crossbar on that Colorado College. It looked like they shelved it. As we can see the referees discussing, there'll probably be a couple penalties out of the deal. Or there's the initial play. As you can see, Ryman gets tied up behind the net. Then the other two St. Cloud State defensemen, the center and the defenseman, get caught up, and Melson and Stewart are both down low. And the puck, as you can see, ooh, that looked like I might have hit a little bit of netting back there. You can see all this traffic in front. And that's just a scrumble, as they call it, in front of the net. No goals and no penalties.
Don Lucia, native of Grand Rapids, Minnesota, head coach for Colorado College, his third year with CC, and his third straight WCHA title as they clinched it last weekend for the 1995-96 season. Of course, not a surprise, Colorado College in first place in the WCHA, 24-2-4. And they control back in their own zone. Geronazzo now, the leading scorer for the Tigers, comes across the line with a shot in the deflection. Scott Swanson getting the shot off. And the puck comes back to center ice. Hartnell now guns the puck into the St. Cloud zone. Randy Best back for St. Cloud, and he hits Dan Ryman. And cross ice picked up by Jason Goulet. Freshman Goulet tries to set some things up inside the zone. Now here's Rude. Far side now as the puck comes out to center. Picked off by Kelly Reider. Reider gets the puck over for Goulet. As Goulet goes to the boards along with Elfring. Now back out comes Colorado College, a 2-on-1. Shot and a goal!
Darren Clark just came bursting down the left side, and that's where Colorado College will kill you. They're so quick. Anytime you make a little mistake, they'll capitalize on it. Right there was a very simple 2-on-1 situation, and Darren Clark made the nice play to shoot the puck, and the assists on that will be going to Boddicker and Elfring. But here's the initial look. We had one pass already go across, and the defenseman does a nice job. Now, on this kind of type of play, the defenseman has the other player on the other side of the ice. Brian Leitza is responsible for the shooter. So Brian Leitza should have been matched up with Clark. But in that case, he got beat, and there's a nice shot by Clark. And Colorado College takes an early 1-0 lead.
Off the faceoff comes back in the CC zone. Back on the far side, Christopherson gets nailed to the boards. There's a shot, comes around the boards. And it comes back to center as Bakari is there. Now Frisch knocks down one of the CC players, and the puck gets back into the zone. Taj Melson back for Frisch. Fourth line out there from both of these teams as the shot comes away from Frisch. The save made. John Austin. And the puck comes all the way down into the St. Cloud zone. An icing call on the Tigers. The face-off back in their zone. Almost 4 minutes. Well, just over 3 minutes gone in this first period. We talked earlier, it's a key that Brian Lietza plays well tonight in order to keep St. Cloud in this game, Todd.
Yeah, and that first shot was a tough scenario for him because it was a 2-on-1 situation. He's responsible for the shooter, but Colorado College just made an excellent play.
Shot coming away from Parrish and the rebound chance. Out front for Paradise. The saves by Ryan Bach. Back out to Ryman with a shot. That one goes just a bit wide. Here's a shot coming away from the far side. And the puck comes back into the St. Cloud zone. Colorado College on top 1-0 here in the early going of the first period. Randy Best. Puck caught up on the boards and then slips over into the Colorado College bench. And the puck is out of play. Tonight in net for Colorado College, Ryan Bach had a pretty respectable record for the Tigers thus far this season. 14 wins to his credit, only 2 losses, 2 ties.
Yeah, and that's one thing that makes this Colorado College team so explosive is the depth they've had. They have 2 solid goaltenders, and Lampert and Bach have been rotating for the majority of the year, and both of them have a goals against average of under 3, and both of them are solid competitors. And Colorado College, instead of just having 1 goaltender, has 2 solid goaltenders they can rely upon at any game situation.
St. Cloud controlling. Jason Stewart with the puck. Stewart now, it's George Iwata with the puck away from Iwata. McLaughlin gets a shot off out in front, kind of dribbled and scrambled a little bit for Ryan Bach. Now Colorado College gets the puck back and they head it back up the ice. Chad Hartnell taken out of the play by McLaughlin as the puck comes through, and it's picked up by Goulet. Goulet ahead for McLaughlin, and now McLaughlin tries to hit Geisbauer as Geisbauer was taken out of the play by Rude. Jason Goulet for St. Cloud. The shot on net. And now the puck picked up by Hartnell as he drives it down the ice. Taj Melson throwing for St. Cloud. Now Kelly Reider. Puck comes back into the corner. A little shove to Bakari. And then Swanson gets the worst of it, I guess. Swanson and Geisbauer in the corner as the puck comes to the near corner. Bakari trying to get through Clark. Centering shot out front, but Melson had the Stuart Bonker tied up. And an icing call on St. Cloud State. We'll come right back to the National Hockey Center. You're watching Husky Hockey.
If you don't believe road salt causes rust, watch. Because 2- to 4-year-old vehicles are rusting from it inside. Just like this. Now sure, you can wash salt off the outside, but in here calls for Z-Bart rust protection. To stop existing rust, prevent future rust. Z-Bart Tidy Car. For road salt, it's still us or rust.
Save $50 on Z-Bart rust protection for cars up to 4 years old, just $249.95. We're in the white pages.
Just over 5 minutes played here in the first period. A shot right off the face-off from Christofferson. And it comes back out to the center ice section as Brad Goulet is there. Colorado College with the 1-0 lead over St. Cloud. Right out front now, a chance for Brad Goulet. And Ryan Bach holds on.
Well, right now, this is exactly what St. Cloud State is going to need to win this hockey game. St. Cloud State's top 2 lines of Dave Paradise, Matt Cullen, and Mark Parrish, and the other line including of Geisbauer, Goulet, and Reider Well, the St. Cloud's three lines are going to have a hard time controlling Colorado College. But as you can see here, St. Cloud State, not only in this game, not only on this shift, but on other shifts so far, their fourth line has put on some very adequate pressure. And usually the fourth line does not have the role of being the line that's going to score. But St. Cloud State might need it today just because Colorado College is so potent in their top three lines. They really might need to rely on their fourth line today to get them some points.
Here's a chance now coming right on in. Litsa, and Litsa makes the stoppage. That was Christopherson getting the shot on Litsa. Colorado College controlling now back in their own zone. Up the near side is Cheney, dropping it back for McNeil, and he tries to center, but nobody was there, and it's Mark Parrish back the other way for St. Cloud. Now Paradise going to the corner, along with Rude and Swanson in there too. Puck comes out. Parrish tried to center, got it almost all the way through to Cullen. Gudmundsson, and now McNeil getting it back to center as McLaughlin is there, and he'll backhand it right back in. Puck goes up and out of play. And we'll face off outside the Colorado College bench. Of course, this is a Saturday game for St. Cloud State. There were a lot of other games happening on the normal Friday night last night here in the WCHA. Here's a look at some of the finals from last night. Alaska Anchorage with a surprising win over Denver. It was UMD beating Northern Michigan, and Wisconsin maybe a surprise victory over the Gophers.
Yeah, well, Minnesota's just kind of found themselves in a rut now. Only won 2 out of their last 7 games. After they got swept by North Dakota, things just didn't start to go their way. They split with Colorado College, and they split with St. Cloud State. Now they're already assured a split with Wisconsin, and they might possibly even get swept. Wisconsin's tough to play. It's a tough place to play at Dane County Coliseum. And Badger fans, they're pretty crazy, and whenever Minnesota comes to town, they want blood.
Here's Matt Cullen now along with Paradise. A little 2-on-1 with a shot. Rebound chance up front to goal.
The goal was waved off. I don't understand this. It was just sitting there. Cullen just came in and finished it up. It's going to be very interesting to see how the referee calls this. Quite possibly the net might have been off. Here's Cullen with the initial shot. He buries it and just lets one go, and then the puck sits right behind the goaltender. The net is not knocked off. The net is still on the Mornings, and the puck goes in the net. So it's going to be very interesting to see how they make this call. I do not understand this. There's the initial shot. We've already been over this. The puck's sitting there. The net's still on. No players are in the crease for St. Cloud State. The puck is in the crease, so it's okay for a player to be in the crease. Puck comes in, gets knocked in, but for apparently one reason or another, the goal's not going to be allowed. You know, we got to rule out the factor of a man in the crease because the puck is in the crease. And if the puck is in the crease, the player can be in the crease.
Probably because they blew the whistle. I'm not sure. They didn't give it.
Maybe it was an inadvertent whistle. Maybe they blew the whistle too fast. But from our point from here, we didn't hear no whistle, and I don't think there was a whistle heard there. So St. Cloud on the short end of the stick when it comes to that, I guess, on that particular circumstance in that call.
Well, play will continue. That may turn the momentum up even more for St. Cloud after something like that happening. Puck comes into the St. Cloud zone as Taj Nelson picks it up. Colorado College leading this one 1-0. We're still in the first period. So puck ahead now into the CC zone as Stewart goes to chase it down, but Scott Swanson there first for CC. Back on the near corner, Melson. Now back in the CC zone as Colorado College controls. Here's a shot right out front. And that one going just a bit wide.
An excellent job of back checking by Kelly Reider. He's been at the top of his game offensively and defensively. And Kelly Reider right there just made a beautiful play. Back checking, not allowing the CC player to get a shot.
St. Cloud State successful at home so far this season. And successful as of late, too. Here's Reider with a shot. That one going just a bit wide. Now back in the far corner. The puck comes. centering shot out front for Christopherson, and Litza makes the save. 11 minutes and 7 seconds left in the period, and well, we're going to go to a break. We'll be back to the National Hockey Center.
Blasé. Passé. Okay. Cliche. Obvious.
Tedious.
Frivolous. What a wuss. Speechless.
So you've never done nothing till you do the full tilt taste of Diet Dude. Obsessed.
Possessed.
Impressed.
No contest.
Colorado College on top by 1 off the face-off. Full start by Matt Cullen, and for more times than I can't even count, he's been kicked out of the face-off circle this year, and we'll bring in Paradise. O'Connell. Now McLaughlin for St. Cloud, and Matt Cullen heads it back up the ice. Dave Paradise 2-on-1 with Paradise and Parrish. The centering chance by Paradise was stopped. And Colorado College brings it back out with the puck going right through the middle of McNeil's stick. Here's Paradise now. Paradise drops Rebecca back behind. Now O'Connell for St. Cloud. O'Connell getting the shot off. That one goes back into the far side. Is Cullen back for McLaughlin with a shot and the save made. Stick deflection back out. McLaughlin can't keep it in as it deflects off McNeil back to center. Then Frisch lets it go into the far corner as he goes to chase it down. Now back in the Colorado College zone. They come back out as Remakel sends it into the St. Cloud zone. Vakari back in the corner. Now Nelson. Vakari. Schmidt all over him. Cheney driving in, but Litza sees him coming and knocks the puck back to the corner. Here's Nelson.
I don't think this is really a matchup that Craig Dahl wants. Got his 4th line out against Colorado College's 1st line.
There's a shot down the length of the ice as Awada goes to chase. Here's Maristoon now, controlling for St. Cloud. As back out comes CC. It's Tanberg. Tanberg knocked off the play. Here's Maristoon now, dumping it out. And the puck goes into the Colorado College zone. And an icing call on St. Cloud State. 9 minutes and 5 seconds to play in the period, and Colorado College has been successful no matter where they've played this season, whether it's been at home or on the road. But their 3 losses on the year have been on the road.
Yeah, and remember, one of them is a non-conference loss too, so they're interesting to note that. Colorado College is a great hockey team, but I don't know. St. Cloud's doing a nice job of bottling them up so far. They're only up by 1, and St. Cloud, for the most part, I think, has been the predecessor of better play.
Here's Geisbauer. Here's Randy Best. Ryman. Now Goulet trying to center. Knocked off of, I think Ryan Bach got a piece of it. Now Geisbauer back in the corner. Back out to the point. Ryman, far side. Here's Randy Best with a drive. That one goes just wide. Back to the near side, and it's going to be cleared out by Brian Swanson.
And notice who's there to intercept the pass, Kelly Reider.
Here's Swanson again now. Puck goes into the zone, and Colorado College get a fresh group of players out there. Ryman back out for St. Cloud. Senior Dan Ryman dumps the puck in. Remakel back behind his own net as Colorado College takes control, and back out they come with a 3-on-2. Gudmundsson firing out front, and a chance. John Austin was right out in front of Litza, but did not make the connection. Here's Matt Cullen now across the line for St. Cloud. A shot and a save.
Oh, was that nice. Wow.
Cullen with the quick shot. Ryan Bach the save, and we'll come back to the National Hockey Center with more of the first period. It's CC by 1.
I want to be the greatest artist in the whole world. I want to work in a zoo and take care of animals when they're sick. I want to make buildings for real and skyscrapers.
U.S. savings bonds can help you get them to college so they can be what they want to be when they grow up.
I want to be a musician.
Even if they do keep changing their minds.
Ta-da!
Just underway as Colorado College comes into the St. Cloud zone. Hartnell controlling the drive, but he was knocked off the play. Here's a shot from the point coming from Elfring. That one steered clear. Vermakel back to the point. Easy save for Leitza. Now puck knocked down by O'Connell as O'Connell and Paradise will help it out of the zone. Here's Paradise now. Puck knocked down and back in comes Elfring. Elfring dropping it back for McNeil. Play broken up and St. Cloud back out as Rob Klasnick comes across the line. Klasnick shooting away, but sprawled out right in front of him. It was Bob Needham. Puck goes back out to center ice for Ryan Frisch. Well, there's a kind of a skippy shot there coming towards Bach, but he holds on.
Well, right now St. Cloud is doing the better job of getting to the puck. I think Colorado College has been standing around quite a bit so far in this game, waiting for the puck to come to them. Well, you have to move your legs and you have to go towards the puck. Right now our unofficial shot count is St. Cloud State at 8 and Colorado at 3. And if that's anywhere near the accuracy mark, I think we can tell that St. Cloud's been winning the races to the puck and doing a nice job of controlling Colorado College inside the zone on the offensive and defensive ends by pinning them up against the boards and really doing a lot of cycling in the offensive end. And this line in particular with Owada, Maristune, and Stewart, they've been playing well the whole year, and they've been matching up very nicely against no matter who they're out there against.
Puck coming through the traffic. Maristune had his eye on it, but could not connect with the puck. And it gets to Bach for the stoppage and another face-off over to his right-hand side. Andy Bakari along with Nelson at the point. And Maristune wins the draw. Comes back to Bakari shooting, and the save made by Bach. Stick save deflected back in the corner. Now here's Bakari. Geronazzo shooting, and the save made by Leitza as it's steered to the far side. Stewart trying to clear, but it's kept in by Rude with a shot and a save by Leitza. Gloves it for the whistle. You know, we've talked many times about Colorado College being #1 in the nation, and no matter what poll you look at, they're #1.
Yeah, Colorado College very well deserving of that ranking too. They hold a mark in the WCHA of 24-2-4, clinched their 3rd McNaughton Cup title last weekend at Alaska Anchorage in their sweep up at Alaska, and they're just playing outstanding hockey. But today, right now, even though they're only up by a goal, I'd say St. Cloud has a better end of the deal. They're playing Colorado College very tough, and I don't think Colorado College is playing their normal type of game that they normally play.
Jason Stewart now brought back into the zone by Elfring as Geisbauer gets it around for Bakari. Bakari controlling back behind his own net. Just over 5 minutes to play, about 5.5 to play in the game, and Bakari guns it into his own bench. And we'll come back to the National Hockey Center. You're watching Husky Hockey.
The most innovative radio show is on the air in mid-Minnesota.
Hi, this is Meatloaf, and you're lucky enough to be listening to Charlie Brown.
Taking it to the celebrity telephone line now for Mr. Eddie Money.
All the music we learned to party with is yours for the asking. Friday and Saturday nights on Electric Avenue.
Hi. Hey, you don't sound like you ever got off the caffeinated coffee.
Don't miss out on mid-Minnesota's most exclusive radio party. We throw this one for you every weekend. Electric Avenue, only on Star 96.7 FM.
Puck back behind the St. Cloud net now. Karich sends it ahead for Bakari. Now here's Geisbauer. Deflects off the skater Rude, and Bach then deflects it back in the corner. Centering out front for Geisbauer, and the shot did not connect. Reider now. Back to Nelson. Nelson shooting with a easy stoppage for Bach, and the puck deflects once again up and out of play.
God, one thing Bach's so well at is the fact that he's been making so many good stick saves. You notice every time it seems like St. Cloud State's been getting a shot on that box, Ryan Bach's just been getting his stick in front of that, and he's really a solid goaltender that knows how to use his stick. Looking at a different perspective now, I guess. I was talking about Bach, how solid he's been playing. We talked about a little earlier in our opening how good Colorado College's freshmen have been, and Derek Clark coming out of Superior, Wisconsin, one of the premier players in the country. Colorado College, an excellent job recruiting, and they keep on playing players like him and Swanson in. This program is going to be good for a long time.
Parrish trying to stick handle around the Colorado College players, but could not get around. Scott Swanson sprawled out on the ice. Here's Hartnell now. Centered out front. McNeil could not get there because Cullen got there first. Now it's Parrish. Cullen behind him. Cullen picks up the puck. Now it's Randy Best. Best out front, a shot and a goal! Deflection by Parrish.
Well, Colorado College has been shaky inside their own zone, allowing St. Cloud to get a lot of shots, and Ryan Bach's been precise so far, but here's how the play starts. We're working it out of the corner, and a nice pass made all the way over to the weak side. A good transition, goes from the strong side to the weak side. Randy Best takes a nice low shot, hits a skate and traffic in front, and I'm sure it looks like they'll credit Randy Best with the goal, because I don't really think Mark Parrish got an opportunity. St. Cloud State has had some great shots on net today, but as far as that circumstance goes, the puck bounced the right way. Randy Best had a nice job of a good low shot, keeping the puck down low on the ground, a good transition, sends it in flying to the net. It might have hit Parrish in front, but it sneaks through. Yes, that's what they're doing. They're giving the goal to Parrish, so Parrish will get credit with the assist going to Best and Cullen. So the game is tied at 1.
4 minutes and 20 seconds to play in the first period. Puck knocked down by Brad Goulet, and now it's going to be picked up as back out comes St. Cloud with a puck coming off the back of Frisch's skate, and they're going to call that one offsides. Kind of hit Frisch right as he came across the line, and offsides will be the official call. 1-1 the score here between Colorado College and St. Cloud State.
Been a very good, clean game of hockey so far, too. We haven't seen any penalties. And a large part to do is, we talked a little earlier about how this St. Cloud State team, their fourth line, is going to have to produce for him tonight. Well, Brad Goulet, playing in his 8th game as a St. Cloud State Husky, he's got a goal on the year. Knows his role, and their role is to go out there and do the best job possible. And here we see them out against Colorado College's 4th line.
Now coming out along the near side is Gudmundsson. Vakari knocks the puck away from Gudmundsson as it goes back to the corner. John Austin in there too. Shot coming from Rude. That one quite a bit wide. And up high as well. Coming around the net now. Bob Needham loses control. Here's Klasnick now picking up the puck as he gets the puck back out for St. Cloud. Rude back in.
Oh, that's a dangerous pass.
There's a shot coming from Schmidt off the side of the net as Needham kept it in. Now Schmidt trying to sneak it around, but Lisa closing the door. Needham keeping it in, but not really looking to where he's sending the puck to, and it hits Nelson as it comes back out. Here's a chance now for Mike Maristone. Oh, and he
that was
barely snuck it in there.
Yeah, that was a great play to make the effort he did. He got the puck a little bit too far ahead of him, but he caught up to it and just made a nice move. But Bach was there to come up with a big save.
Stewart now. St. Cloud brings it back out again. Puck played into the zone, is back in the zone. There's Elfring. Now knocked down by Randy Best. Here's Rude now. Rude and Swanson bringing it out. Dan Ryman picking up the puck. Oh, Ryman gets it around. Here's Goulet. Here's Geisbauer. And Goulet gets a little bit of a piece of it, gets it back outside the zone. Rude right back in. Minute 35 to play here in the first period. Up front as the shot came and the deflection.
Hit the water bottle in the top of the net. That's what that little plink was.
Here's Randy Best now. Puck comes down into the Colorado College zone. Hartnell gets a pass as he comes across the line. Centered back for McNeil with a shot, and it hit Parrish out front, and back comes St. Cloud with Paradise in control. Paradise getting the puck right through the legs of Needham. Parrish controlling now with a minute to play in the period. Parrish and Hartnell tied up, or make that Paradise. Now Paradise gets the puck back, tries to dump it into the zone. Here's McLaughlin now. Parrish knocks it down with his stick nicely, but not able to catch up with it. Cullen now. Now back in comes Hartnell. Puck goes to the corner. McLaughlin for Paradise. Paradise controlling and battled a little bit by Remackle. Less than 30 seconds to play in the period as Maristoon comes back. Maristoon getting the shot off. And the save made by Bach. Gironazzo back out to center as Jason Stewart knocks it down. 10 seconds to go in the period. Bob Needham tries to clear right out front. Swing and a miss by Maristoon. And then the rebound chance, but the save made out front by Ryan Bach. A couple of St. Cloud players left alone right out in front of the net, and the puck snuck out to him. And Maristoon wound up like he was shooting from 100 feet down the ice. And we could say he didn't make the connection. 3 seconds to go in the period. A good chance for St. Cloud right out front of Ryan Bach, but they do not capitalize, and we're not able to get the puck past Bach. Back in the corner now as time runs out of the period right off the faceoff. First period with a 1-1 score comes to a close. We'll be back with our first intermission and a talk with Mark Parrish, and we come right back to the Hockey Center.
If you don't believe road salt causes rust, watch. Because 2 to 4 year old vehicles are rusting from it inside. Just like this. Now sure, you can wash salt off the outside, but in here calls for Z-Bart rust protection. To stop existing rust, prevent future rust. Z-Bart Tidy Car. For road salt, it's still us or rust.
Save $50 on Z-Bart rust protection for cars up to 4 years old, just $249.95. We're in the white pages.
Same friends since I was a little kid. But this year, some of them started playing with these other kids. I guess there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's cool making new friends and all, but they weren't like us. They were, you know, different. And I heard my big brother saying some pretty bad stuff about people like them. But they seemed pretty cool, and we had a pretty good time. So, well, maybe my brother doesn't know everything.
Hey, Carlos, come on, we need you. Don't be afraid. Be afraid.
Our first intermission continues. Mark Parrish picked up his 13th goal of the season out front as he got credit for the deflection out front. He's downstairs with Todd Karich right now. Todd?
Well, thanks a lot, Jeff. And, well, you guys have been putting on some very good pressure. You've had some really good opportunities. Wouldn't really think a goal like the one you got credited for would go in the net, considering some of the other opportunities you've had.
Yeah, that was kind of a fluke compared to the shots we had before. Like Mary Stewart's breakaway and then his shot there at the end of the period. I mean, we've been putting on great pressure, and that's exactly what we wanted to do. We wanted to stay out of our defensive zone, keep them out of their possibilities to score, and, you know, get ours up.
Now, Bach really seemed to be making a lot of stick saves. I don't know. Are you guys shooting stick side on this guy, or is he just using his stick a lot more? Is that the type of goaltender he is?
Yeah, I don't know. He didn't use it that much when we played him out there. I don't know if it just became a habit all of a sudden, or maybe we are shooting more over there. I'm not sure.
All right, we're going to take a look at the goal that happened. I know you guys have been doing some good cycling and you're really good transition here. Why don't you explain what happened?
All right, Cully was out at down at the corner there. Remember, I was trying to get over there and cycle with him, but I couldn't. He made a great pass to Randy, and Randy just kind of, you know, let a shot, tried to get it on net, and I don't know, I somehow got a piece of it. I don't know how. I must have got lucky.
All right, well, like I said, not the greatest goal in the world, but a goal is a goal. It counts. It's number 13 on the year. What's it like playing in a Saturday-Sunday series?
It's different. I don't know if I like it as much, and seeing that we don't really get a day off, we got to go right back to a finals now. But, you know, I kind of like the Sundays to just kind of lay around and do nothing, so it'll be different.
Okay, well, thanks a lot for joining us. Good luck the rest of the game.
Thank you.
All right, that's Mark Parrish, St. Cloud State Huskies. When we come back, we'll have more of the first intermission.
Blasé. Passé. Okay. Cliche. Obvious.
Tedious.
Frivolous. What a wuss. Speechless.
So you've never done nothing till you do the full tilt taste of Diet Dude.
Obsessed.
Possessed.
Impressed.
No contest.
Mike and Bruce explain how they make savings simple at Mattress Outlet and Comfort Center.
We're off the mainstream area, which gives us a lot lower rent. And then those savings are actually passed on to our consumers.
The thing you got to keep in mind is that when we order this stuff, we unload the trucks, we bring it to the store, and we set up the displays. When it comes time for deliveries, myself and Bruce deliver it. There's not a lot of places that can say that. I mean, our chief concern, our main concern was to make sure that we could bring you a product at the best price in St. Cloud.
Savings made simple at Mattress Outlet and Comfort Center, 1 block north of Dayton's in the 3rd Street Plaza.
Science Plus. Keeping our lives in alignment is a big challenge. Seems like we're always hitting those proverbial potholes. To get back into alignment, we need to prioritize and use our time wisely. Hi, I'm Tom Gigax. Speaking of alignment, when your car or truck hits a pothole, come to Tires Plus for a free alignment check. And just as you need to keep your life in alignment, keep your car or truck in alignment at Tires Plus.
No warehouse prices. Tires Plus. World-class service. Tires Plus.
Bob bought from a store with no installation services.
I got it.
He should have gone to Warner's Stallion, where you get professional installation.
And True Boost savings on KitchenAid and Jen Air appliances today through Saturday, March 2nd during the Great American Sale.
Warner's Stallion, where you get free Metro delivery, free recycling, and professional installation.
You should have gone to Warner's Stallion.
Who was coming into tonight?
Well, it was great, you know, especially after we didn't play well on Friday night. We didn't coach well, we didn't play well up front, we didn't play well out back, and we were just very disappointed. So for the guys to come back and just turn in a stellar performance in front of our home fans, I was excited for the fans as I was for anything.
Kelly Reider had to be a big factor in the game for you guys.
Well, that was the key to the game, is he shut down Bonnet. Bonnet didn't have a shot on net until late in the second period, and he really did a great job on him, and our defensive core played very well. You know, Michael Connell had a few big hits, and Brian played excellent in the nets. And, you know, when you get in big games, your goaltender's got to play well, and otherwise it doesn't make any difference who you play, you aren't going to win. We saw a great example of that last night in the Minnesota-Wisconsin game with Dobbinspec.
3-3 tie at the end of regulation. It went into overtime, a pretty emotional overtime. We're going to take a look at the game-winning goal. Adam Rodak got the goal. It was a pretty good one.
Yeah, it was a funny play, you know, because it looks like it starts out fairly innocently, and it's chipped up to him, and he picks up the puck, and he's going to get a shot on net, and it kind of deflects off Crowley's leg and goes in. And you know, Moan is looking back to saying, how in the heck did that go in? Well, it goes in, sometimes in funny ways. And I thought it was justice served because we had played very well.
Another example of how the team has been playing the last month or month and a half of the season, 4-1-2 now in the last 7 games.
Well, I've said all year long, I think our team will improve and will be better in the second half than the first. And although at times probably everybody was wondering about that, myself included, I really feel that they were improving. I felt good about our practices all week. The key to our team playing well is Brian playing well in the nets. When he plays well, it seems to be a whale of a game, and hopefully he'll do that this weekend.
CC's got 4 scorers in the top 10 of the WCHA. Will Reider play the same type of a role tonight, you think?
No, you can't. They've got 9 forwards that can play, and so you got to just try to play a team defensive style. There's no way we're going to be able to check every single one of their guys. So we're just going to play a good team D and try to finish our checks and try to stay out of the box against them.
This weekend really doesn't mean a whole lot for Colorado College. They've got the title wrapped up in the WCHA, but it means a lot for you guys. You guys could possibly move up a slot in the standings.
Well, we could. We'd have to have Tech lose twice, and then we'd have to win twice. But I'm just more concerned about the fact that we need to play well, and we need to play consistently well, and we can't have those days when we don't play well, because we're not going to be able to do that out of Denver next week if that's where we end up going. So our goal is to play well today.
All right, well, best of luck this series, the final regular season series, Coach.
Thank you.
Huskies head coach Craig Dahl will be right back to the National Hockey Center with more of our first intermission.
Yes! Heart stay. Yes! You can buy a dream or two.
Here it comes.
The old tax booklet.
Let's get busy.
I'm ready.
You got chewed up last year.
Here's a new twist.
He's gonna file his taxes
By phone? What, no phones to mail?
I hate this.
We're finished.
Wait a minute. Here we go.
Stay sharp, Woody.
If you're a 1040EZ filer, check your tax booklet for Telefile from the IRS. It's free, it's fast, it works.
Good point. There's always a crossword puzzle.
I want to be the greatest artist in the whole world. I want to see my name on the front page every day. I want to work in a zoo and take care of animals when they're sick. I want to make buildings for real and skyscrapers.
U.S. savings bonds can help you get them to college. They're guaranteed safe and now earn Treasury-based rates right from the start. So start saving now, and they can be what they want to be when they grow up.
I want to be a pilot.
Even if they do keep changing their minds.
Jeff Hanson back with Todd Karich at the National Hockey Center for our first intermission. And Todd, we were joking about it a little bit during the intermission there. Not very busy in the statistics department during that first period. No penalties happened in the first period.
Yeah, that's something that's a very rare thing in the WCHA, especially St. Cloud State, Colorado College. Not that there's a big heated rivalry there, but usually you'll get at least a couple coincidental penalties or a trip or a slash here or there, and we didn't even get that. So a very impressive game of hockey, and good from the fans' point of view if you like the skating style and just want to see a good clean-cut game of hockey.
We monitored kind of the shots on goal throughout the first period, and St. Cloud State did actually end up out-shooting Colorado College in the first period.
Yeah, St. Cloud really did have a lot of shots there, and Ryan Bach made some excellent saves, and Leitza played well for the St. Cloud State Huskies. The difference here, you got to think about St. Cloud State. They're getting 17 shots on goal. It probably took them 2.5 periods to get that against Minnesota last week in the Saturday night's game. They didn't have that many shots. So to get 17 shots in one period, that's an excellent thing to do. And St. Cloud State needs to continue to firing the puck and looking for them rebounds. But Ryan Bach right now has been doing an excellent job of covering up.
It only took Colorado College 2 minutes and 23 seconds to score the first goal in the first period there. Darren Clark coming through on a big goal.
Yeah, and it was a nice 2-on-1 situation here. And McLaughlin does the right thing. He's supposed to be taking that other player, and it's Leitza and Clark. And Leitza just got beat by Clark in a nice shot. And Colorado College took an early lead of 1-0 with about 3 minutes into the game.
And we talked to Parrish a moment ago, and here's his goal.
Yeah, St. Cloud State, like I said, they've had 17 shots, and only one of them has gone into the net. And this is not the prettiest of all, but it was a nice idea that was created out of the corner. Cullen working well with Bess and Parrish. They make the transition from the strong side of the ice to the weak side. It was a little bit of time. They draw everybody over, and they get a goal out of it. So we're tied at 1-1, and St. Cloud State is doing an excellent job, considering they are playing the #1 team in the nation right now.
You can never say that luck is a bad thing, because it worked out good for the Huskies in that first period. St. Cloud State and Colorado College were tied at 1 after the first 20 minutes. We'll come back with a second period in just a minute.
If you don't believe road salt causes rust, watch. Because 2 to 4-year-old vehicles are rusting from it inside. Just like this. Now sure, you can wash salt off the outside, but in here calls for Z-Bart rust protection. To stop existing rust, prevent future rust. Z-Bart Tidy Car. For road salt, it's still us or rust.
Save $50 on Z-Bart rust protection for cars up to 4 years old, just $249.95. We're in the white pages.
Back for the middle 20 minutes of play here, the second period, and we're tied at 1 goal apiece. Kind of an interesting note, St. Cloud and Colorado College have been equally as successful in their last 5 games. Both teams have won 4 of their last 5 and lost 1 of them.
And both the two teams lost that 1 game to the Minnesota Gophers. Wow, isn't that neat?
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, Minnesota has not played as well recently in the past couple of games. Of course, the loss to St. Cloud last weekend, and the loss yesterday to in yesterday's action. And here's a look at the standings. Well, we've talked about it many times. Colorado College on top, and St. Cloud State has a real slight chance of moving up in the standings, but really, it's probably not going to happen.
Yeah, I don't see too much happening in the standings. So St. Cloud's going to have to be ready. For Denver, the way it looks, they're going to have to travel out to Denver and take them on in the first round of the playoffs. And, well, the Laxton line, that's the only thing everyone usually remembers from that Denver team, just a high, potent first-line offense. And if you can shut that offense down, usually you'll be successful. But right now, St. Cloud State's got to concentrate on the task at hand, and that is the other team from Colorado that they're facing right now. And they're going to have to figure out a way to start getting some pucks past the man in the middle of that pack, Ryan Bach, because he's been coming up with some great saves. Really doing an excellent job of covering up his rebounds. St. Cloud State fans trying to play some mind games with him. 17 shots. He stopped 16 of them, so I wouldn't really call him a sieve. He's been playing very excellent, but this crowd can get to him. Just another advantage to this St. Cloud State team.
Should mention just a couple of things. Sasha Moline and Adam Rodak not in the lineup tonight for St. Cloud. Adam Rodak is out with a slight injury. And Sasha Moline continues to sit out as well. Couple of players that definitely could be used tonight.
Yeah.
But they seem to be picking up the slack pretty well.
Yeah, St. Cloud's doing an excellent job considering Moline's been one of their leading scorers all year and one of their workhorses, and he's out of the lineup. So St. Cloud's been playing very well without him.
Shot from McNeil as he drives in right off the faceoff. Puck coming off the back of the net as we are underway in the second period. Elfring couldn't quite keep it in. Well, then he does. Now back to Elfring, but he couldn't get his stick on it. And now it's Paradise back for St. Cloud with Parrish driving in on Bach. A shot and a goal!
Oh, wow, was that nice. Chuck one up there for Mark Parrish and Dave Paradise. They just communicated well and sucked the Colorado College defenseman up at the blue line. And Bach finally gives up a goal that St. Cloud State does well. Here's Parrish coming in all alone. And notice where he goes with it. Bing. Put it right into the net. It all created from Paradise. Paradise did a nice job. Colorado College defenseman slowed down. There's that speed ratio. Dave Paradise, Mark Parrish on the far side, busting in the blue line. Dave Paradise slows it up a little bit, delivers a beautiful pass across, and Parrish and Paradise connect, and St. Cloud has a 1-goal lead.
2-1 now. St. Cloud over at Colorado College. Karich controlling. As it comes down, chips out of play there, and the play will be brought to a stoppage. Less than a minute played in the second period here. And Mark Karich gets his second goal of this game.
Here's another look from a different angle. Parrish comes down, and as you can see, both defenders had a hard time getting over to that angle, and Parrish just beat the goaltender fair and square. Beat him like a rented mule.
Shot off the face-off, and Litsa makes the save. Chipped back behind Stewart as Stewart not able to get control. Back the other way comes Schmidt. Into the zone now is Geronazzo, but he's played to the boards by Bakari and Awada. Back behind the net comes Schmidt with a wraparound, and then Geronazzo tries to center. There's a shot coming away from Shaney, and Litsa makes a few big saves out front as the Huskies gun the puck down the ice for the icing call.
And that's a nice play by Taj Melson to eat the puck like that. St. Cloud State's lineup, Jason Stewart, Mike Maristoon, and George Awada. They've been playing well and been playing successful, but at that point in time, they really couldn't get the puck out of the zone against that Geronazzo, Schmidt, and Hartnell line. It's one of the top lines in the country. Geronazzo being looked at for that Hobie Baker. He has 29 goals and 28 assists on the year, playing very good hockey. So St. Cloud will at times have trouble with that line from Colorado College, and don't be surprised if we see a few more icings this period.
Now on the far side, a puck is played ahead by Rude. Right back in though. Reider goes to the corner with Rude. Now back on the far side is Bodker back out. Here's Clark now taking a shot, but Randy Best making the stop. There's a drive coming from Rude, and it trickles through the traffic out front. Back in the corner it goes as Kelly Reider chases it down. Now Randy Best picks it up. Off the glass as Goulet gets it back to center. Now Elfring back in for CC. So Ryman pass out in front of the net, kind of a close call. It's all the way through, and now here's Klasnick driving in. A 3-on-1 and a shot coming through. Fresh on the receiving end, couldn't make the connection. Here's McLaughlin now. Chipping the puck into the zone. Austin now for Colorado College is back the other way they come. As McLaughlin breaks up the play. Here's Goulet, that's Brad Goulet. Ahead for Fresh. Now Needham drives the puck into the St. Cloud zone. Back to the near side, Brad Goulet. Now puck back into the St. Cloud zone as Mike O'Connell is there. Here's Brad Goulet again, freshman for St. Cloud, dumping it into the zone. Bob Needham back out for Cheney. Here's Schmidt now with a drive as he got the drop pass from Cheney, but Litsa holding on.
Nice play by Brian. Like I said, one of the things that Brian's been doing well today too is they haven't really been giving up a lot of big rebounds. We've seen a lot of traffic out in front of the net at St. Cloud State at times, but they've been doing a good job of not watching the puck, but finding the players in front of the net. When you get around and stand around and watching the puck too much, that's when goals result. You got to play the body, you have to move the men out and know where the men at so they can't get their sticks on the puck. And St. Cloud State's defensemen they've done a great job of that today so far.
And they continue to do it. It's Bakari now back in his own zone. Now Melson gets it around. Comes out for Paradise, and he plays it ahead as Cullen, and now it's Parrish with a shot. Ricocheting off the glass behind the net. Cullen. Controlled by Schmidt. Right, that Gudmundsson. Now Schmidt. Now Parrish controlling. Parrish trying to get through Schmidt. It's Cullen right behind him with the puck now. Cullen and Schmidt's all over Cullen too. Cullen tries to drop it back to the point, but Nelson not where Cullen thought he was. They'll try it again. Maristoon coming in for St. Cloud. Maristoon tying up with Elfring. Now Maristoon trying to get the puck back. Back in the corner is Maristoon Elfring. A centering shot, but right there was Remack will make that Swanson, and back out comes Colorado College. Elfring doing some fancy stick work, gets the puck away from Paradise. Now Maristoon getting a pass across the line. Maristoon winds up, not able to get the shot off. Tanberg all over him. Back to Ryman now. Ryman right out front, deflection by Awada, and it goes behind the net. Brought back to center, Randy Best. Randy Best trying to get it ahead, but it's knocked off of Brian Swanson. Bach plays it back to center. Clark is there, and then chipped in by McNeil as he tries to get around Ryman, but Ryman not letting him do it. Here's a clearing attempt, knocked down by Hartnell, and it goes up and over the net. Centering pass out front as Geisbauer clears the zone. Right back in as Colorado College is putting on some pressure here. Hartnell shooting away. Now Remackle centering out front. Here's a chance as the shot coming away. And not able to get through the traffic and not really able to get a good shot off from Scott Swanson. Now Remackle. And cleared down. The length of the ice by Randy Best, and an icing call. That's what St. Cloud needed for a stoppage. It's a 2-1 lead for St. Cloud over Colorado College. We'll come right back.
Between the world's two leading soft drinks, we're implementing an anthropological study. Chimp A will be allowed nothing but Coke. Chimp B, nothing but Pepsi. The results are astounding. The chimp that drank Coke showed improvement in motor skills. The chimp that drank Pepsi, however, disappeared.
Hello? It's him!
Face off here on the near side of Brian Lietza in the St. Cloud zone, and Todd, Colorado College is applying some pressure here.
Yeah, they're putting on a lot of pressure. Like I said, that's expected. St. Cloud State just needs to play smart defense. They can't run around with their heads cut off like a bunch of chickens or something. They just need to play good defensive covers, and they've been doing a good job of that. And that's why we haven't seen Colorado College have a lot of opportunities.
St. Cloud into the CC zone. Frisch was all tied up. Back to center it comes. Now back in the corner. Mike O'Connell controlling. Back for St. Cloud, and it comes back to center, but right back in. And the puck comes from Swanson. Off the boards, and it goes up and out of play. And plays back to a stoppage here. St. Cloud and Colorado College have gotten together quite a few times in the past few years, and CC, not too surprisingly, has the edge over St. Cloud. 12 wins and 9 losses. It's been a lot more even than I actually would have expected.
Well, CC really hasn't been a great team in the WCHA looking back to the past. Right now, Don Lucia's done an excellent job with that program over there. And him and Brad Butow. Brad Butow came in, that's who Lucia replaced, and they really started having success around 4 or 5 years ago when Darren Oslo and some of these guys were freshmen. Brought that crop of guys in. Now they're up here. They've been competitors since they've been sophomores, and CC really just started to turn their program around to be a really successful program. Last time they were really dominant, I would say, in the WCHA was probably in the early 70s, back in that time period when Jeff Sauer played for Colorado College. That was even sometime before then. So Colorado College doesn't have the tradition that the Minnesota or the North Dakotas have, but they're really starting to make that tradition known by having very good seasons, and they have been the first team. I think they are the first team in WCHA history to win 3 titles in a row. So that's establishing tradition and starting something new.
Mark Parrish, as the puck comes out of the zone, he drives in, drops it back for Cullen off the boards with a shot, and that deflects off Schmidt's skates. Now back out to center as Colorado College is back the other way. Shot right on Litza. He deflects it back behind him. Bakari, now Karich. And now it's Nelson shooting away, and the save made by Bach. Freshman Mark Parrish, both goals tonight for St. Cloud. It gets the pass to Maristone, and he didn't connect out front. Now it's back to the St. Cloud zone as Randy Best plays the puck ahead. Calvin Elfring. Now it's Clark. Best again playing the puck in the zone. Here's Clark now. Darren Clark, the only goal tonight for Colorado College. Sneaks around Ryman with a shot, and that one deflected by Litza. Back in the far corner, Randy Best. Poked out. Dropped back to the point as a shot from Needham. And a glove save by Brian Litza. As a couple of players come flying into the crease. We'll take a timeout here as there's a break in the action, and we'll come right back to the National Hockey Center.
Deals on tools at Menard. Save on power tool accessories from Vermont American, many for under $20. A circular saw blade is just $4.77. Plus, register to win a Chevy pickup. Brighten your home with Armstrong vinyl flooring. Many styles are on sale. Stylistic tile comes in 11 beautiful patterns, just 61 cents each. Step up to the quality of Armstrong at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
St. Cloud with that 1-goal lead. 2-1. Nelson. Here's a shot coming from the point. Drive from Johnson. Back to center. Bodker drives the puck into the near corner. Clark tying up with McLaughlin. Now it's O'Connell back in the corner along with Nelson. Or make that Maristone. Skating through the traffic. Here's a centering drive by Swanson. Nobody there to connect. McLaughlin chips the puck back down the ice. Paul Johnson now. Chips the puck back in. Here's McLaughlin. Now Awada. Miscommunication on the pass. Now here's a pass picked up by Awada. Some miscommunication by CC, but he's taken out of the play. As the puck comes back into the St. Cloud zone. Nelson getting the puck ahead. Now picked up. Nelson drives in. Play broken up, and CC back for Mackel. Coming across, gets the shot off, leads to the pad save. Andy Bakari in to pick it up. Bakari driving in, dropping it for Geisbauer as he skates away from it. And CC clears the zone. Halfway through the game with 10 minutes to play in the second period. Mackel now. Played ahead for Austin. And an icing call.
And a lot of good pressure being applied by both teams, picking up the puck, getting some line rushes. You're starting to see a little bit more skating taking place. The one thing that really is scary about this game right now is the fact that there still hasn't been a penalty called. Is that normal?
Yes, it is. It's not, no, that's not normal. Halfway through the game and no penalties have been called. If you look at the games continuing tonight, you saw the scores from those other ones that were played last night. The only difference is Michigan Tech and UND, also the Saturday-Sunday series this weekend. Back behind his own net now. Tanberg. The puck ahead to Austin. John Austin. As it comes off of the stick of Christopherson. St. Cloud with it for a moment, but now John Austin again. Leads out of the net. Driving it back to the near corner. Players tying up back in there is Brad Goulet. Austin comes to the rescue and picks the puck out. Now Christopherson making a charge towards Litza. And the St. Cloud defense clear the puck outside the zone as Melson gets the puck down the ice. Goodmanson also threatening out in front of Brian Litza a moment ago. Here's Randy Best. Playing the puck in. Some new players out for St. Cloud as they make a line change. Here's Paradise now. Paradise back for Best. Karich gets nailed by Schmidt along the near side. Puck brought back into the Huskies zone. Cheney now. Hitting Goodmanson, but it goes through his stick. I think that's the second time that's happened here tonight. There's Parrish. Randy Best keeping it in. Puck broken up, and back out comes Needham. Needham centering out front. A chance for Cheney, but he was tied up by Ryman. Now back in the corner. Ryman goes to get the puck away from Rude. Make that Geronazzo. Scott Swanson. Here's a chance as Maristoon breaks free from Swanson towards Brian Bach. Couldn't get the shot off. Here's Clark. Played ahead into the St. Cloud zone as George Iwata will chase it down. Now Jason Stewart. As they set the line rush and back out they come. Stewart going into the corner and Needham nailing Stewart. Here's Maristoon again. Maristoon having the chances. Stewart dropping it back to the point as McLaughlin wasn't there.
Maristoon's been so close a couple of times tonight, just hasn't been able to get the stick forward, or just a little bit too far in front of him, but he's playing an excellent game, and this line's been producing for St. Cloud State. And what we're seeing here, Jeff, in this game is two teams playing the systems perfect. That's why we haven't seen any penalties. We haven't really seen a lot of goals or a lot of big, great scoring opportunities. Everybody's just playing their coverage very well when it comes to the forecheck, offensively, defensively inside the zone. And that's why we're seeing some of the things we've been seeing.
Here's O'Connell now. Back behind Bach. Bach gets the puck ahead for Clark. 6:25 to play in the second period. Still no penalties, and it's a 2-1 score for St. Cloud. McNeil back in the corner with Reider. Puck comes out. Chased down by Ramackle. Now Vakari back in there. McNeil sending the puck around. Players tied up, and then they finally see the puck, and they head towards it with Nelson clearing it to center. Now into the zone comes Hartnell. Hartnell cross-ice pass goes right through the stick of Rude. Knocked out of the zone by Melson, and Colorado College regroups. Funny hop off the back of the boards there. Litza controlling it though. Puck getting free to Remackle, but Vakari takes him out of the play. Now Parrish and Austin tie up. Austin comes out with it. Loose puck spotted. And it's going to be picked up by Goulet as back out comes St. Cloud. Goulet into the zone. Played away from the play by Elfring. Goes all the way through Christopherson. And Randy Best, it's an icing call on Colorado College. And we've got more action continuing from the National Hockey Center when we come back.
Blasé. Passé. Okay. Cliche. Obvious.
Tedious.
Frivolous. What a wuss. Speechless.
So you've never done nothing till you do the full tilt taste of Diet Dude.
Obsessed.
Possessed.
Impressed.
No contest.
St. Cloud with the lead here, continuing in the second period. Just over 5 minutes to play in the period. Cullen gets kicked out of the face-off circle again. Do you have any idea how many times that's happened this year?
Yeah, but I guarantee you he's won more than he's been kicked out.
That's probably true. It's Colorado College controlling back in their own zone. Kept in on the far side by Ryman with a drive, and the save made out front by Bach. He wasn't sure if he made the save, I think. He had to look, check the net. Here's another look at it.
Notice how St. Cloud State's been keeping the puck low, and it's nice to see they've been getting some shots on net, but Bach right there just came up with a big save.
Puck played around the boards. Cullen goes to chase back in the corner with Elfring, and then it's shot out by Gudmundsson. Here's a chance on the break now for Geronazzo. Shooting in, and a save by Litsa.
I hope he's okay. I hope he's okay. Good, he's getting up. Nice save by Braun. I wasn't sure how hard, if he might have hit the post with that shoulder of the head. It looked kind of scary, but Braun came up with a big break there, and we take a look at the initial break. Dan Ryman just lost his footing back by the red line. Sometimes it's a little tricky, you know, catch your edges out there on the ice, but there's the big stop by Litsa.
I think Geronazzo probably hit the net harder than Litsa did. And we've finally seen our first penalty of the game being assessed here. Randy Best will get the first penalty for St. Cloud here.
Well, I guess they're going to call Randy for a slash. Yeah, that'd be the only initial call I can make, but they got to call him for something. Geronazzo went like a bowling ball into a bunch of pins in the net. He would have got a strike, though. I'll give him that. Well, so much for not having any penalties through 2 periods of hockey. It was worth an attempted effort. I think everyone was getting excited. I'm sure everyone in this building's been very pleased with that aspect, but this has been benefiting St. Cloud State. Colorado College has the #1 penalty, the #1 power play in the WCHA, and quite possibly one of the best units in the country. Coach Don Lucia has 2 groups to work with, and that's what makes them so potent and so powerful. Their first group is as good as their second group they send out on the ice, so therefore it's beneficial to St. Cloud that they've been staying out of the box. But Randy Best will get the first penalty of the evening. 15-19 in the second period, gone to the box for slashing. And we see some repairs being made down at the other end. That's what's slowing up the play. They're patching up. I think one of the pegs that they have in the net down there, reinforcing it, might have got busted off when Geronazzo went crashing into the net. So they're down there making the repair. It's National Hockey Center staff. They do a great job at this building. Maintain it very well and meet the needs of the people that come to watch the game and our needs.
St. Cloud State has had some success here in the last 7 games, being 4-1-2. And they've come on as of late here in the last part of the season. Off the face-off, puck played back in the corner. Swanson getting to it before Reider. Now played ahead is out comes Brian Swanson. Brian Swanson back to Scott Swanson. Scott now Gudmundsson. There's a shot by McNeil. Going a bit wide. Cullen takes down Brian Swanson and clears the puck.
He could have got it for a high stick there, even if it was intentional or intentional. The stick wrapped him around his face. Tried to give him that Sherwood label right on the forehead.
Scott Swanson now back for Colorado College. Colorado College on the power play. Colorado College, Todd, you mentioned first in the WCHA in the power play. Very successful.
Well, you can just tell by the way they played out in the power play. Now, this group here has had a little over a minute, and now they're going to get a second unit out. And most of the time, you wouldn't notice, or you won't notice much difference between the 2 power plays. Just a different set of players, but both of them out there. The one thing Colorado College is doing, and you can just tell that makes them a great team, and they have an exceptional power play, is the fact that their power play is click, 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 pass to stick to stick to stick. And right there, they just had a couple opportunities, but fortunately for St. Cloud State, some of the shots were high and wide.
Puck gunned into the zone by Giernazzo. Back on the far side, Schmidt. Hauled out of the play by Ryman. Now there's a shot coming from Elfring, and that one deflects off some traffic. There's a shot coming away on the far side from Schmidt. Now Clark. Colorado College on the power play, putting on the pressure. St. Cloud State. Mark Parrish sends it down into the Colorado College zone as Bach is there. Now Rude brings it back out for Colorado College. Here's Schmidt now. St. Cloud State kills off the penalty. We're back at 5 skaters aside. Puck comes into the Colorado College zone. It's a icing call on St. Cloud as that penalty expired. We'll be back with more of the second period with St. Cloud up 2-1.
Is on the air in mid-Minnesota.
Hi, this is Meatloaf, and you're lucky enough to be listening to Charlie Brown.
Taking it to the celebrity telephone line now for Mr. Eddie Money.
All the music we learned to party with is yours for the asking. Friday and Saturday nights on Electric Avenue.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, you don't sound like you ever got off the caffeinated coffee.
Don't miss out on mid-Minnesota's most exclusive radio party. We throw this one for you every weekend. Electric Avenue, only on Star 96.7 FM.
Off the face-off now. We're in the St. Cloud zone. It's McLaughlin controlling. Sends it around after being hit by Christopherson. Plastic ahead for Fresh, and it's a break for St. Cloud. Shot and a save by Bach. Here's Colorado College right back the other way as Needham comes in. Now a drop pass. Swanson with a chance, and there's a rebound shot and a goal. Needham gets the goal.
Well, you're wondering if they're ever going to pull one past Lietza here in this period. They've had some good opportunities in that time. Just a wide open net. As Brian first made the initial save, he was crouched, flopped down on his belly. He couldn't recover in time, and St. Cloud State just wasn't able to be there. Their fourth line just had a beautiful rush at the other end. Ryan Frisch brung it all the way down, but then the transition went back the other way. Colorado College, you can't get into a fast skating game, and well, St. Cloud just got caught up in that game, and Needham's going to get the goal with the assist going to Christopherson. And here's the initial look. As you can see, Lietza's down on the ground, can't get back into it. Some of the St. Cloud Staters get caught, and they just put the puck past Lietza on an open net.
Now puck brought back out to center ice as Matt Cullen picks it up. Matt Cullen has Parrish with him. Cullen knocked out of the play. Comes from behind the net, though.
There's a delayed penalty. Brian Leach is leaving the net right now. Let's see if St. Cloud can do something with this.
Nelson now up front and touched by Rude, and play brought to a stoppage. An upcoming call on Colorado College, so St. Cloud State's going to get their first power play opportunity here of the night.
Yeah, Ramichel's gone to the box, and it looks like we're going to get him for a hook from that play. So St. Cloud is going to have their first power play opportunity of the evening. Ramichel goes to the box for hooking. Ramichel, senior, St. Paul, Minnesota native. It'll be interesting to see how St. Cloud responds.
Sophomore Brian Lietza heads back out to his post. Face off to the right-hand side of Ryan Bach. Brought back around to the near boards. Brad Goulet, Nelson in there. Now Nelson, far side. There's a shot off the side of the net. People thought it was in. Dave Paradise getting the rifling shot. Here's Goulet. And Cullen. Now back into the zone is Colorado College. Brian Swanson controlling.
Yeah, he's more than controlling. He's killing the penalty on his own.
Karich goes in there. Now Paradise picks it up as Swanson lets it go and goes to the bench. 45 seconds to play in the second period. Here's Goulet with a shot. Save made by Bach. In the final seconds of the period. Minute and 2 left to go on the power play.
Yeah, that was a very impressive penalty kill by Brian Swanson. Gain control of the puck, and there's nothing more frustrating as a player is when you're on a power play and you don't have control of the puck when another team's just skating around with it. You can't quite seem to get a grasp on that player. Wasting time away on a power play and killing off penalty for Colorado College was Swanson. Doing a good job at that.
Here's O'Connell now back in his own zone. 25 seconds to play in the period. Skating in is Nelson. Nelson backhand out front. That one deflected as Reider trying to get a stick on it. Back for O'Connell now. O'Connell back in the corner is Nelson. O'Connell again. 10 seconds to go. And the play broken up by Swanson. That's Scott Swanson as he drives it down the length of the ice. O'Connell back to get it. Lisa sends it around as time runs out here in the period. St. Cloud State and Colorado College go to a tie for the end of the second period. We'll be back with our second intermission and a recap of the period in the National Hockey Center when we come right back.
If you don't believe road salt causes rust, watch. Because 2- to 4-year-old vehicles are rusting from it inside. Just like this. Now sure, you can wash salt off the outside, but in here calls for Z-Bart rust protection. To stop existing rust, prevent future rust. Z-Bart Tidy Car. For road salt, it's still us or rust.
Save $50 on Z-Bart rust protection for cars up to 4 years old, just $249.95. We're in the white pages.
The Living Sea, now at the Science Museum's Omni Theater. Come wet your whistle.
Only one hockey stick is made by guys who played hockey. Only one stick is wielded by 130 pro hockey players. Only one stick gives you power and snap. Only one stick is crafted with new designs, tough enough for repeated shooting. Only Christian Brothers. The WCHA sticks with Christian. Shouldn't you? Christian Brothers, the official stick of the WCHA.
This is only a test of your car's braking system. If this had been an actual braking emergency, you would have been instructed to go to the Midas International Brake Sale immediately. Because right now, Midas is taking 25% off all brake shoes and pads for any car, import or American, guaranteed for as long as you own your car. But hurry, this offer ends soon. We know the importance of having sound brakes. That's the Midas way, the way it should be. This concludes this test of our emergency braking system.
Back here at the National Hockey Center as our second intermission continues. St. Cloud State's Kelly Reider has been a force on this team since the beginning of the year. Senior captain Kelly Reider, and he's come on strong, particularly in the past couple of weeks. We feature a look behind the scenes with Kelly Reider.
Kelly has two skills that stand out for him. One is he works very, very hard all the time, even in practice. And two, he does exactly what you tell him to do, and you don't have to tell him twice. And for a coach, when you find a player like that, it means a lot.
Kelly Reider's pretty much the ultimate captain. He's the kind of guy who will suit up and go to war with you every night.
Kelly's more of a quiet guy, and he gets to lead by example, more or less. And
And they really watch him when he's on the ice, seeing how he does things. Because if you can do things the way Kelly does, if everybody did things the way Kelly did, we'd be a lot better off because he's always working so hard.
You just got to make sure that you're setting a good example for him, and you got to put people in their place when they need to be put in their place, and you just kind of got to be just a role model for him almost.
Kelly's playing his best hockey at a time when you need to play your best hockey down the stretch, especially as a senior. When he walks away from his career here in another few weeks, he's going to look back and think, I played my best hockey at the end of my senior year, and it's exactly what I wanted to do, and I'll have every reason to feel proud.
Short-handed break for Reider, and Treble just off the bench, but Reider fires it in for the goal!
Smart. It's more than low prices, a lot more.
Picasso painted the old guitarist during a period of depression that lasted 4 years, his blue period. Today, with new discoveries, 80% of depressive disorders are being successfully treated, giving hope to millions that maybe now, nobody has to have a blue period.
We make the official fuel of NASCAR in a slightly tamer version for your car.
Hi, and welcome back to the National Hockey Center. And joining us for our second intermission is head coach of Colorado College, Don Lucia. And Coach, first of all, thanks a lot for joining us, and congratulations on your third straight McNaughton Cup.
Well, thank you. It's a tremendous accomplishment for our players. They've done a great job from day one all season long, and we've been that hunted team all season long, but they've been able to get through it.
Okay, now we come into this weekend series. It's a Saturday-Sunday series. Now, how do you approach this series? Is it the same as any other series, being that you've already clinched a title, or is it more of a tune-up for the playoffs?
Well, I think the coaching staff approach it like any other series, especially when we're playing for seeding in the NCAA tournament, which becomes very, very big. And now how our players respond is another story. I think that we've played a lot of Saturday-Sunday series over the last few years, being at the academy, whether it's Friday night, Saturday afternoon, or Saturday, Sunday afternoon. So it's not foreign to us, so that shouldn't make any difference for our players. But the more important thing for our team is to play with some emotion, some passion today and tomorrow.
Now, the last time these two teams played, it was out in Colorado, and St. Cloud played you guys fairly tough. What do you think you can expect from St. Cloud State this series, and what do you think they're going to be trying to accomplish?
Well, I think the same thing as what we saw out at Colorado Springs. They did play us very tough. Litsa was outstanding in the nets, and they could have easily won either of the games that night. And for whatever reason, we've had St. Cloud's number the last 3 years, but they've always been tight, close to Ferris, that we've been able to pull through in the third period. We've got to make sure we shut down Cullen's line and shut their power play down. I think that's going to be real important for us, and I'm sure they're going to try to do the same.
Okay, now I want to get back to a little bit earlier what you were saying about the seeding process and how important this series is in them regards. What does Colorado College have to do to be successful in the playoffs and in the NCAA tourney, and what can you guys hope for?
Well, I think our big goal this year is to try to get to Cincinnati. It's been that way from the start. Last year, we didn't have much playoff experience. It was our first time ever in the NCAA tournament. I think the guys were a little uptight and nervous, but once you get in those single-game playoffs, anything can happen, and usually goaltending is the most important criteria, that your goaltender has to be sharp. You have to play a good, disciplined, and defensive game.
Now, how are you going to prepare for going into that as far as practice scheduling and that type of thing? How does that work, and is there anything different done in the practices in the week of practice, or is it more intense compared to the regular season?
Well, I don't think it's any more intense. I don't think we want to put any more pressure on the players. We're not going to change a winning formula. What we've done all season long, we'll probably spend a little bit more time on systems, making sure we're doing well as a team as opposed to maybe individually.
Okay, now your power play has been outstanding. We hope to see that this weekend, to see what you can do with that. What makes Colorado College's power play so successful?
Well, personnel. That's a big thing. We have some players that can put the puck in the net, but I think what makes us dangerous is we have two equal units. You look around the league, most schools have one main unit, and they throw their other unit out there for 30 seconds. But with our guys, it's who's ever rested, that's who's going to go out. We have two good units. Okay, now Colorado College looking down the road. Like you said, we have the playoffs and the tourney coming up in this weekend series. How do you see Colorado College finishing, and what's going to be the key points? How are you guys going to finish? How do you control that? Well, I think playing well defensively, number one, I think, and being disciplined, I think that's going to be very, very important. I think what we've taken pride in this year is we've led the league in goals against average, and if we can continue to play well defensively, we think we can score some goals to win games. Okay, Coach. Well, thanks a lot for joining us. We appreciate that, and good luck this series and the rest of the year. Thank you.
That's head coach of Colorado College, John Lucia. When we come back, we'll have more from the National Hockey Center in the second intermission.
Blasé. Passé. Okay. Cliche. Obvious. Tedious. Frivolous. What a wuss. Speechless.
So you've never done nothing till you do the full tilt taste of Diet Dude. Obsessed. Possessed. Impressed. No contest.
Back here at the National Hockey Center, Jeff Hanson along with Todd Karich in our second intermission continuing. And Todd, the second period continued what we saw in the first period. The one thing we're seeing, a good skating game here tonight between St. Cloud and Colorado.
Yeah, both these two teams are doing an excellent job of playing very well. They're playing their systems very well. And as we heard in our intermission with coach of the Colorado College Tigers, John Lucia, he said it's very important that they play well defensively, and it's very well they play important in all aspects of the game. Both these two teams have been doing that. We've seen a lot of shots from both these two teams. They're getting a lot of shots, and they're doing an excellent job of it. We take a look at the period summary. Colorado College is on top, 14-9 in that period. That evens things out for the game summary, but we see only one penalty for each team, too. St. Cloud State 0 for 0 because they haven't finished that power play yet. They're just still going to have a few seconds remaining on that. And Colorado College did do a nice job of controlling the puck, but St. Cloud, for the most part, shut them down and made sure they didn't get any good quality opportunities from that power play.
St. Cloud got their first lead of the game back in the second period. Mark Parrish getting his second goal of the game. And we'll take a look at the goal. It was a good goal by Parrish, and this time I don't think it was very lucky.
Yeah, I think Mark's going to be a little more happy with this. But the initial play comes from Dave Paradise. You see, these two defensemen on your screen right here now had to slow down because Paradise wasn't going that fast with the puck. This allowed Parrish to catch up with the play, move ahead of the defenseman, make a nice pass to Blind. He comes down and just buries it by Bach. And Parrish has got a good shot, and it's St. Cloud players like Mark Parrish. They need to put the puck away on opportunities like that. Now looking from the other end, Colorado College's goal, just some good pressure putting on in the St. Cloud State zone. St. Cloud State had a breakdown in their defensive coverage. Brian Litza, as you can see, flopping over, trying to make the save on his belly, and a wide open net, and a nice job for Needham to come down from the defensive point and sneak the puck into the open net, and that brings us to a 2-2 all time.
All right, players are back out on the ice. We're set for period number 3 when we come right back to St. Cloud. Stay with us. We're tied at 2.
The most innovative radio show is on the air in mid-Minnesota.
Hi, this is Meatloaf, and you're lucky enough to be listening to Charlie Brown.
Taking it to the celebrity telephone line now for Mr. Eddie Money.
All the music we learned to party with is yours for the asking. Friday and Saturday nights on Electric Avenue.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, you don't sound like you ever got off the caffeinated coffee.
Don't miss out on mid-Minnesota's most exclusive radio party. We throw this one for you every weekend. Electric Avenue, only on Star 96.7 FM.
Back here for the start of period number 3. And after 2 periods, we're tied at 2 goals apiece. 2 goals coming in the first period, 2 goals coming in the second. And here's a look at where we stand after those 2 periods. Of course, we're even in the shots department as Colorado College had outshot St. Cloud during that second period. So that evens it out at 26 now. And the penalties and the power play has stayed the same as what we saw during our second period summary. St. Cloud continuing on the power play. During the start of this period, they'll have 22 seconds left on their power play as we get going here in the third period.
Yeah, I think we're going to have an exciting third period of hockey. The last time these two teams met, it came down. It went to the third period in both games, usually down to the final minute. In that Friday night game in Colorado, St. Cloud went into the third period, I believe, with a 4-2 lead, or at one point in time they were up by 4-2, and Colorado College came back to defeat St. Cloud by a score of 5-4. And on December 16th, the following evening, a Saturday night game, Colorado College was up 2-1 with just about under a minute play to St. Cloud State pulled their goaltender, and Colorado College got an empty net goal. And the final score is 3-1, but in all actuality, 2 one-goal games. Well, Dave, I was going to say, well, Dave really hasn't gotten himself, he's gotten himself on the board tonight. He had an assist on that Parish's second goal. He got an assist on that beautiful play we saw that we looked at during the intermission. Then it's guys like Paradise, Cullen, and Parish. This line out here on the St. Cloud State's ice, they're going to have to get some goals.
And we're underway in the third period. Comes off to the near side as Cullen and McNeil tie up. Now the puck comes loose and Cullen will pick it up again. Back for Parrish now as Parrish streaks in. Shot with deflection. And then cleared down into the St. Cloud zone. And that ices the penalty for Colorado College. Both teams back at 5 skaters. Far side now. Played into the zone by Hartnell. Shot coming from back behind. Now Cullen. Cullen caught up behind him, and McNeil takes it away. Now Melson back in his own zone. Vakari on the far side. Maristoon. Now picked up by Geronazzo. Third period, we're tied at 2 between St. Cloud and Colorado College. Maristoon now bringing the puck around the boards, back in his own zone. Stewart swinging at it, goes back in the corner. Now up to Needham, out front with a shot. The rebound chance for Cheney, but Litza steers the puck back behind him. Here's Schmidt now controlling. Schmidt tied up by Melson and driving in. Was a chance for Scott Swanson, but play broken up and brought back into the Colorado College zone. Geronazzo with a stick on it, but picked up now and kept in by Kelly Reider. Some new players come out for St. Cloud. Back out at center ice now. Ryman guns it in. Now played back to center again. It goes through Clark and Randy Best. Ryman to pick it up back in the far corner. Kept in on the point now. Fired towards the net as Clark was out there. Now the puck comes around the boards. Here's Brian Swanson. Back for Clark. Clark played off the puck by Randy Best, and here's Dan Ryman now. Ryman for St. Cloud. The shot. And we'll have an upcoming penalty on St. Cloud.
We're going to have it's going to be Kelly Reider, and he's going to the box for high sticking. It happened behind the play. Kelly must have got his stick up a little bit too long. The two were jostling down the corner behind the play. The Kings getting out, and I don't know, it's very unlike Kelly Reider, the captain of this St. Cloud State hockey team, to take a dumb penalty. So even though we did not see it, I'm sure Reider did a good job just tying up with the player, and he just got his stick caught up a little bit high. So they'll give him a penalty for high sticking, and I don't think anything was intentional, especially when you think of the class of a character of a player like Kelly Reider. Just an excellent player, Great work ethic, a lot of heart, and just goes out there and plays the game. He's a scrapper, and I've never seen Kelly take a penalty in my time here at St. Cloud State. It's been just because he felt like going out and taking a penalty.
Guy coming down to his final few games in the season. Wants to go out with a bang. St. Cloud State on the power play, their second of the night. Could say that the other way around. So Colorado College on the power play.
Yeah, that makes a little more sense, I was going to say.
Here's Geronazzo now. Back to the far side. Elfring shooting away, and the stick save made by Litza out front as Vakari comes in and shoots it down the ice.
And that's an excellent play by Andy Vakari and that St. Cloud State team. There was a shot there, there was a rebound there, but all the players, none of them stood around and watched the puck. They're all trying to move traffic out of the way, and that's what you have to do to be successful, especially when you're fending off this #1 ranked team in the nation, Colorado College.
50 seconds to go on the power play for Colorado College. Here's Brian Swanson back in the corner. Romacko knocked down by Stewart. Now the shot deflection back in the corner. Romacko picks it up. Nelson bothers him a little bit. Now a shot from Scott Swanson, and the save made by Litza as McNeil was right out in front to make the deflection.
Yeah, Jay McNeil's not the type of player you want to leave down in front of the net. It was a simple transition getting caught. Melston went up and started chasing the puck up near the top of the circle on the outside. Here's what happened. Well, there's the initial shot. There you see, and there you see McNeil all alone in front of the net. But what had happened previously was that Melston started chasing up a little bit high, and a player got behind Michael Connell because the two got caught up. And that allowed a shot McNeil to be open in net. Now one of the Colorado College players is coming off the ice right now with the trainer. It's Travis Shine.
Off the face-off. Back out to Goodmanson. Swanson around, now picked up by Romacko as puck comes for McNeil, and he takes a shot, but it's stopped out front, and then it's cleared down the length of the ice by St. Cloud. Final seconds in the power play for Colorado College, down to 5 seconds. Into the zone comes Brian Swanson. Raiders penalty expires, and they've killed off another penalty. Killed off their second one tonight. And down the length of the ice, an icing call on St. Cloud. It's tied at 2 between the St. Cloud State Huskies and the CC Tigers.
Painting jobs are a breeze with quality products from Menard. Wagner's power painting systems make quick work of any size painting job. The cordless paint roller cuts your painting time in half. Now $39.75. Pour on the savings with Lucite paint. It covers beautifully and lasts for years. Interior flat paint is now $6.92 a gallon after mail-in rebates. Menards has dazzling deals on paint.
Save big money at Menards.
Off the face-off now. On the far side, Elitza, Randy Best picks up the puck. Back into the Colorado College zone. Jason Christofferson. Still controlling, and he clears it ahead. Out to center is McLaughlin is there. Inside 15 minutes to play in the game. Puck around the boards by McLaughlin. Kept in here on the near side by Elfring, but Jason Goulet gets free. Chases it down, centered out front, and a chance as Geisbauer came in on Bach. Now Colorado College back the other way. St. Cloud changing on the fly. Getting a couple of new players out there anyway. Here's Christofferson now. Backhand shot, a goal from behind the net. Chris Schmidt. Make that Colin Schmidt, and that's not the first time he's tried that tonight.
Yeah, that's a nice play by Colorado College. Brian Leitzel was down, got caught in the play as the puck went one way and then shifted to the other side. Very simple. I've talked about how St. Cloud State players, they can't be standing around watching the puck. Well, that's exactly what happened here. Randy Best going in, giving chase behind the net. Colorado College sets it up with 2 players, and as you can see, instead of Taj was more worried about the puck instead of trying to find the player in front of the net. And St. Cloud State, it's tough to stop this Colorado College team. It's as simple as that. It's hard to play BAME or pulling on any one individual, but it was just a matter of not tying up the players in front of the net and not playing the body. And because of it, Colorado College gets a goal. Not to mention that Colorado College, one of the players interfered with Brian Leitz a little bit and knocked him down.
Puck drops back now, Andy Bakari. Back on the near side as back out comes Botker. And a stoppage in the action. We'll come back to the National Hockey Center. So, St. Cloud trailing by 1. Back to the action now as Colorado College charges in. Shot from Clark in the corner. Now Botker and Bakari tie up, and the puck comes back out into the Colorado College zone. Paradise falls along with Swanson.
Well, falls, I don't know. Dave took him down pretty good. I'm surprised there wasn't a penalty called there.
Here's O'Connell now. Played back in the far corner as it comes around the boards. Maristoun gets a bit of a check in. Here's Schmidt now. Schmidt right out front. He's got the puck behind the net. Maristoun takes him out of the play. Centering shot was picked off by Awada, and the puck is brought back into the Colorado College zone. Back out to center as Awada is there. Plays it back in. Now Needham. Second goal tonight for Colorado College. Jason Goulet ahead for Geisbauer. Now O'Connell on the far side. Bothered by Geronazzo, gets the puck ahead. Pass to Goulet was knocked away by Schmidt. Now O'Connell. Schmidt and Goulet. Back to McLaughlin. Shot in as Needham is there. Needham drills it off the glass, and it comes back in the St. Cloud zone. Here's a pass intercepted now by Hartnell, but it's brought back to center. Swanson with the puck in the zone. Randy Best. Far side now is a quick pass ahead for Geisbauer as he comes into the zone. Centering shot, didn't quite get all the way through. Now here's another chance as the puck is taken away by Gudmundson, and back out comes Colorado College. Just inside 11.5 to play in the period. Ryman. And the play whistle down, icing on St. Cloud. Will face off back inside their zone. 3-2 Tiger lead.
Travis Sheen coming back onto the ice now for Colorado College. Went back to the training room with the trainer. Apparently he must be okay if he's returning to the game. So that's one of them words I use a lot, Jeff. So
you'll have to stop doing that.
Yeah. It's evil. It's an evil element to this broadcasting.
Here's Rude now. And play whistle down right away. Back in the corner. We'll try it again. 11:14 to play in the game. Back to Ruud once again with a shot coming way up and over Litsa. Paradise now on the far side. Here's Cullen. Cullen hitting Nelson and went right through him. Back into the zone now comes CC. Says Brian Swanson came in. Caught up on Paradise's stick. There's a chance out front for Clark. Kind of a close call. Here's Nelson now. Driving in now, a backhand shot. Centered out front, and the chances coming from behind was Vodker. Now Clark controlling. Some fancy stick work out front of Brian Litsa by the Tigers. As another shot came from Ruud that time. But Litsa making another save. Here's the puck picked up now, is into the zone. Maristoon taken out of the play. McLaughlin now. Maristoon fighting to get back on sides with Geronazzo there a moment ago. Here's McLaughlin now. Puck dropped or stopped as the clearing attempt. Shot in the goal! Geronazzo.
He's a sniper. He left him alone in front of the slot. The puck took a tricky bounce, and Colorado College has opened up this game by 2 goals. And Geronazzo, well, he's been considered one of the top premier players in the country, Hobie Baker Award candidate. And this is just one of the many reasons why. Here's Geronazzo. He has all the time in the world. O'Connell's trying to block off 2 defenders, and he just puts it right in there and shelves it. Knocks the water bottle up off. That water bottle's taking a beating.
Colorado College up now 4-2 with the 2 goals in this period. Players tied up in the corner as O'Connell is in there along with Cheney. Now brought out. Here's a chance as Schmidt drives. Schmidt being battled by Maristoon, and the puck comes through for Maristoon. Here's a 2-on-1 now. The pass over on the far side for Stewart as he couldn't knock it down. Center through Awada out front and a shot. Point blank shot for Awada. And Ryan Bach makes the save. Now back on the far side. Puck knocked down out at center ice by Maristoon as he guns it back in with a shot right on. 8 minutes and 45 seconds to play in the period. Here's Jason Goulet now. Now back to center is McNeil. Pass ahead, but intercepted by Randy Best as it comes back into the Colorado College zone. Ruud picking it up now. This is Eric Ruud. Plays the puck ahead as Hartnell brings it in. Play broken up though by St. Cloud, and back down the ice it comes. Hartnell on the near side. Got the puck past Ryman. Now here's Remackle dropping it for Hartnell with a shot, and the stick saved by Litsa. And the net comes off the pegs. Litsa holds on. We'll come back to the National Hockey Center with St. Cloud State trailing by 2.
If you don't believe road salt causes rust, watch. Because 2 to 4-year-old vehicles are rusting from it inside. Just like this. Now sure, you can wash salt off the outside, but in here calls for Z-Bart rust protection. To stop existing rust, prevent future rust. Z-Bart Tidy Car. For road salt, it's still us or rust.
Save $50 on Z-Bart rust protection for cars up to 4 years old, just $249.95. We're in the white pages.
Face off to the near side of Brian Litsa. Vakari gets control off the draw. Now Goulet. Christopherson pins Goulet to the boards. There's a shot coming from the point. Knocked down by Nelson, and back out comes St. Cloud. Goulet and Nelson come across. Nelson with the puck. Battled from behind by Elfring. Now Goulet gets free with a shot and a stick save by Bach. Puck controlled now by Colorado College. Goodmanson. Goodmanson back into the zone with a shot, and it ricochets off Nelson. Here's Klasnick now, dropping the puck in the zone. Some new players come out for St. Cloud. As back down the ice comes Colorado College, and it's Swanson in. Brian Swanson charging towards the net, but the puck got away from him and picked up by Cullen, and now Parrish has it. Parrish battled by Clark as the puck is left back behind. Now Colorado College controlling. Puck played ahead for Vodker. This is O'Connell now. McLaughlin bringing it out for St. Cloud. McLaughlin hit by the other 24, Giernazzo. Here's Clark back in his own corner. Puck stopped by Paradise as Clark tried to clear it. Paradise sends it back in. Another line change for St. Cloud. Ryman, and the puck deflects off of his stick up and out of play for a stoppage with 6 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the game.
Watching this game, you'd wonder, you haven't seen a lot of great plays on the part of either team. At times we've seen some 2-on-1 rushes, but Colorado College is such a good team that you don't notice the mistakes they make. When they do make a mistake, they usually cover it up so fast, or they regroup themselves, that it's not really a big noticeable. And that's why they've been so successful this season, because they've played together as a team. They have a lot of great personnel, as Coach Don Lucia put it. And they've been doing it well this whole game too. And after a while, they'll just beat you after you make mistakes. And St. Cloud's broken down a couple times inside the defensive zone, and they've capitalized on that. And that's been the difference for the 2 goals in the third period.
Here's Giernazzo now picking up a loose puck. And then picked up right away by Randy Best, and he brings it back out for St. Cloud. Giernazzo now turning things back the St. Cloud way. Stewart and Cheney, and now the puck picked free by Ryman, and we'll have an upcoming penalty on Colorado College. Here's Maristoon controlling. Maristoon cross ice, a little bit off the mark for Goulet. Goulet still with the puck, and then touched up by Colorado College. When we come right back, we'll let you know about those penalties. 5:12 to go in the game.
This is going to be a great opportunity right now for St. Cloud State to get back in the game. They're down by 2 goals, close to the 5-minute mark remaining in the game, and St. Cloud State needs to capitalize on this power play if they want to find themselves back in the swing of things.
Puck played out of the zone by McNeil as Paradise goes back to the corner with McNeil. 5 minutes to go. Here's Cullen now for St. Cloud. Matt Cullen comes across. St. Cloud power play. And the puck gets outside the zone past Melson. They'll have to regroup. Ramackle battling Melson. Now puck comes into the zone. Ramackle gets to it first with a shot, and Litza makes the save, as really not much of a shot from Ramackle. Back to the corner now. Here's Melson bringing the puck out for St. Cloud. A minute and 10 to go in the power play. Goulet dropping it for Melson. Melson with a shot, and that one deflects off Elfring. Goulet back behind. Now Parrish rather picking up the puck. Back to the point, Melson. There's Paradise with a shot, a goal!
And Dave Paradise let that shot go. They're saying the Colorado College players are complaining that it might have got kicked in, but regardless of the matter, the rule is that it has to be directed in intentionally with the skate, and that was far from it. We had a lot of deflections in front of the net.
It looked a little bit like pinball out in front of the net.
Exactly like pinball. There's Melson, gets it over to Paradise on the weak side, and it bounced off Goulet's skate from what it looks like. But Goulet did not intentionally put the puck in the net with the skate. So in order for it to call off that goal, it's going to have to be an intentional kick in, and it wasn't. It was just a deflection. Nothing that the St. Cloud State players can't control. There you see it going to the net. We didn't really have that great of a look at it to see exactly what happened, but I'm sure that's why the Colorado College players were complaining. Either that or they are arguing the matter that a player was in the crease. But St. Cloud capitalizes early in that power play. Within a minute, they go to 1 for 2 with a goal from Goulet, with the assist going to Paradise and Nelson.
That negates the penalty now on Colorado College, so we're back at 5 skaters aside. And an upcoming penalty on St. Cloud, as Brian Swanson was kind of knocked down by McLaughlin. Now a power play opportunity for Colorado College.
24.
Cal McLaughlin caught up along the near boards with Swanson.
16:08.
And the call is going to be a tripping call on McLaughlin. 4-3. St. Cloud is pulled within 1 goal here. 3:52 to play in the period.
This hurts in particular, though. They just scored a goal. Now there's only 3:52 remaining in the third period, and now they're going to have 1:52 5-on-5 if they can kill this penalty off.
Back out to the point now. Scott Swanson fakes the shot, shoves it over to Gudmundsson. Now Remakel back in the corner. That's Gudmundsson. Swanson shooting out front, stopped out front by Bakari, and then Reider knocking it back to center. Bakari now out from behind. Clearing attempt hit Cullen and stays in the zone. Here's McNeil, and Cullen gets the puck as it comes right to him, and back out comes St. Cloud. A little one-on-one. And Cullen drops it back to Ryman. Nice effort to take some time off the penalty. Now back into the St. Cloud zone. Ryman shoots it down the length of the ice. 50 seconds to go in the CC power play. Here's Geronazzo now streaking in. Elfring, a centering drive, and that one comes off of the back of one of the Colorado College players. Geronazzo battling with Ryman. It comes out for Rude. Rude shoots, and it deflects just wide of the net. Once again, a clearing attempt by St. Cloud, and it goes down the length of the ice. Down to 25 seconds to go in that power play. Elfring brings the puck inside the zone, knocked down by O'Connell as it comes to the near corner. Now back out for Elfring as a shot off the stick of Ryman, or make that O'Connell. Kept in by Elfring, though, as Paradise battles and gets the puck outside the center. And McLaughlin comes out of the box. They're back to 5 skaters. Back on the far side. Karich and Clark do a little bit of scuffling. Now it's McLaughlin dumping it in for St. Cloud. Back to McLaughlin. He'll try it again. Rude back around. 1:25 to go in the game. Out front is Stewart. There's a shot coming from Cullen, and it just was deflected a bit wide. Now back in the corner, center for Cullen, a goal!
There it is! I can't believe it! Pandemonium is broken loose in the National Hockey Center. And St. Cloud State catches Colorado College being a little lazy inside their own defensive zone, and they open this up. And I can't believe this. this is a holy cow. That's what this is.
I haven't heard you say that in so long, Todd.
Well,
a minute 16 to play in the game.
We didn't have an opportunity to do the Gopher game, but there it is. St. Cloud State just Mike Maris to him. Give a lot of credit to that guy. He started that whole play with his great forechecking, knocked a few players down around inside the Colorado College zone. And the next thing you know, George Awada and Jason Stewart are in on it too. And Awada gets the goal with Maris Toon getting the first and Stewart getting the second assist. And the National Hockey Center just all had a big cup of coffee because this place is alive now.
Shot coming away out front of the rebound chance. Paradise got the shot off. It takes some time to get up back behind the net. Now a minute left to go in the period. As out comes Colorado College. Ramackle drops it back. Here's McNeil now skating in. A shot leads to the save. Vakari now. 46 seconds to go. Played in by Needham. Vakari goes to the corner with Ramackle. Now players tie up and Ramackle comes out with it far side as it couldn't be knocked down by Schmidt. Schmidt circling around with a shot to save a goal. Colorado College goes up 5-4.
I guess it was decaf.
Yeah.
Coffee. Wow. Well, good teams play good. Great teams find a way to win. And here's a look. St. Cloud State kind of just got caught with their pants down inside their own zone. Litza comes out a little bit too aggressive. Makes the initial stop, but then a breaking player from Colorado College comes inside. And that's the second goal of the evening for Colorado College. And it was Ramackle who got it. St. Cloud, it looks like we have 27 seconds left, and looks like they're going to use their timeout right now.
Colin Schmidt just has done an outstanding job tonight of bringing the puck out from behind the net and setting it up, getting the wraparound shot, and that was a case there where he got it. Litza made the initial save, but the puck bounced out, and it was anybody's game as the puck came out in front of Litza. And Ramackle capitalizing and getting the puck pass to go up 5-4. 27 seconds to go.
Well, I can't remember the last time I've seen 2 goals scored around that minute mark. St. Cloud State tied it up, and then Colorado College, what many would say, put the nail in the coffin.
This copyrighted telecast is the property of St. Cloud State University and Brat Pack Productions. A portion of this telecast may be rebroadcast without the express written consent of St. Cloud State University or Brat Pack Productions. Final 20 here. St. Cloud State's gone down to the wire in a number of the games that they've played in the last month and a half.
How important is that goal that got called off in the first period now?
Well, it looks pretty important now.
It's too bad. St. Cloud's going to pull their goaltender off the draw. An interesting move.
Now it's Paradise, Cullen, Vakari, Parrish, Nelson, and Reider back, and there's a shot getting away from Nelson as Geronazzo charges towards the net. They go back to the corner. Puck comes out, couldn't be kept in the zone. Back for Elfring, 10 seconds to go in the period. Now here's Vakari. Vakari back behind, Geronazzo goes at him. Vakari pass ahead for Paradise in the final seconds of the game, and that's all she wrote. Some good last-minute effort for St. Cloud, but Colorado College gets the better half as they get the last second goal to win this one by the score of 5-4. We'll be back to the National Hockey Center to wrap this one up in just a minute.
Add a brighter look to many rooms with lighting fixtures from Menards. Choose from many attractive styles of U.S. fluorescent lights on sale now. This solid oak frame light is only $44.88. Enjoy warm luxury underfoot with carpeting from Salem Carpets. Supreme elegance is available in a number of colors now, just $8.36 a square yard. Menards helps you make your house a home.
Save big money at Menards.
A good selection of business dress and casual clothing is very important to our customers, and we have that at Knight's Chamber with over 1,500 suits and sport coats in stock at all times. In addition to that, our customers want clothing that looks good not only now, but years from now. To ensure that, trousers should be lined to the knee. Inside pockets should be attached to the garment and not just the lining. Seams must be smooth and securely stitched. And finally, the clothing should be made by quality makers like Hart Marks, Nino Cerruti, Daniel Hester, and Alan St. George. That's what we have at Knight's Chamber. In addition to that, our tailoring department ensures a 100% custom fit. We want you to see this for yourself. For that reason, we are offering a $25 limited time coupon good for the purchase of any suit or sport jacket in our store. Call me now at 253-7030. I'll send you the coupon and schedule a visit to our store. We're Knight's Chamber Clothiers, Crossroads Center.
Back at the National Hockey Center, Jeff Hanson along with Todd Karich for a recap of the third period in the game here tonight. Todd, the third period, it came down to that final shot, and things kind of slip away from St. Cloud, but we can't take anything away from either teams. It was a heck of a great game here tonight.
Yeah, Colorado College performed. They showed how they're number one ranked team in the country. They found a way to pull it off, and they got the W at the end of the game. St. Cloud State said a little bit earlier on that they didn't want to get into a big skating game with Colorado College, and at the end of the game, St. Cloud was putting on a lot of pressure. They almost got one down in the other zone, but Colorado College came back to St. Cloud's end and got one themselves. So it could have went either way, but St. Cloud State, like I said, they didn't want to get into a really fast-paced hockey game with this Colorado College team, and towards the end of the third period, that's what it came down to, and Colorado College took much advantage of that.
St. Cloud had more shots in the first period, but the second period, the shots went Colorado College's way, and that's the way things turned out in the third period as we take a look at the summary of the period. The one-edge shots, but Colorado College getting some good chances.
Yeah, Colorado College had some excellent opportunities, and the goals they got were, I can't pinpoint any St. Cloud State player, just a breakdown in defensive coverage. Brian Litza maybe should have fell in a couple pucks, but either way, it works out the same way. Colorado College gets the win, and St. Cloud State gets the loss. In Colorado College, they won 5-4, but they're a great, excellent team, and you come to expect that from CC because they do, like I said, have the number one ranking in the country right now, and they're expected to win these games.
2-2 score coming into the third period. Colorado College came out with 2 goals. St. Cloud trailed by 2, and then it was Jason Goulet getting St. Cloud with the third goal.
Yeah, this is that power play goal. St. Cloud State doing a nice job of working it around. Melson gives the pass to Paradise, and Paradise just fires away, and it apparently deflected off of Jason Goulet right there at Mark Parrish and went into the net. And as you can see, Bach complaining for the Colorado College goaltender that it might have went off a skate or a player was in the crease, but the goal's still going to count. And I think the officials are probably regretting the call they made earlier on in the first period. We talked a little bit about that. That goal got disallowed maybe because of an inadvertent whistle or so forth, but it could have been the difference in a tie in an overtime game tonight.
Made it 4-3, St. Cloud trailing by 1. They tied it at 4 with a goal by George Awada.
Yeah, George Awada, this is that line. They're putting on great pressure. Mike Maristoon does an excellent job, and Awada's just left alone in the slot and puts one right by Bach, and that's with about 1:15 remaining in the third period, and St. Cloud State ties things up, and I'll tell you what, that's a heartbreaker to lose when you come that close.
Taking a look at the tallies at the end of the game, it was a close one in the shots department. Only one shot was the tally that Colorado College outshot St. Cloud by, and everything else remained pretty even. Penalties really were not that much of a factor here in this game.
Yeah, and the one shot was the difference for Colorado College getting that 5th goal. And like you said, I think the penalties really didn't play a big part. St. Cloud State got a power play goal, and it helped them out a little bit, got them back into the game. But as far as overall the game played today, it was a good skating game, not a lot of penalties, not a lot of cheap shots or anything like that. Two teams both wanting to win, both doing an excellent job of it, and they played very well. Both two teams should be commended. It was a good, solid hockey performance, and at the end we saw some exciting hockey, but St. Cloud State just couldn't come away with it.
Game tied at 4, and things began to tick down, but the final goal, the game winner, came here with Remaklo scoring for Colorado College.
Yeah, just a little bit of a lapse inside the St. Cloud State zone. And how many times did we see Colorado College start something from behind the net in this game? Here's another look at it. Wraparound attempt made by Schmidt, and he didn't quite get it, but the follow-up play, busting in there, and Colorado College just comes away with a win, and they're notorious for surrounding the net and crashing the net. And right there is a perfect example of how to go to the net. Any young hockey players watching this game today see Colorado College, the way they went to the net and how many rebound goals they got or how many they started from behind the net. Just a well-developed team. They know how to play inside the offensive zone, and at times they caught St. Cloud State flat-footed, and that was the result of this Colorado College win.
St. Cloud State, a little disappointing loss for them, down 4-2. It was a 4-2 deficit. They tied it at 4, but lose it by the score of 5-4. We'll come back with some post-game comments when we come right back to St. Cloud.
If you don't believe road salt causes rust, watch. Because 2 to 4-year-old vehicles are rusting from it inside. Just like this. Now sure, you can wash salt off the outside, but in here calls for Z-Bart rust protection. To stop existing rust, prevent future rust. Z-Bart Tidy Car. For road salt, it's still us or rust.
Save $50 on Z-Bart rust protection for cars up to 4 years old, just $249.95. We're in the white pages.
The most innovative radio show is on the air in mid-Minnesota.
Hi, this is Meatloaf, and you're lucky enough to be listening to Charlie Brown.
Taking it to the celebrity telephone line now for Mr. Eddie Money.
All the music we learned to party with is yours for the asking. Friday and Saturday nights on Electric Avenue.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, you don't sound like you ever got off the caffeinated coffee.
Don't miss out on mid-Minnesota's most exclusive radio party. We throw this one for you every weekend. Electric Avenue, only on Star 96.7 FM.